Hey, everybody. Hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful start to their day. For those that celebrated Christmas this past weekend, we hope myself, Nancy, our family, we hope you had a very Merry Christmas. And it was kind of cool because the last night of Hanukkah, which is what we celebrate, was also last night on Christmas. So Christmas and Hanukkah actually shared a day of celebration, which was really, really cool. So as you come on, please do drop into the comments below hi and where you are tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay if you are catching this on the replay. But please don't forget, tag some people, share this video. Like, love, support, whatever reaction you would like to give, just to let me know that you are resonating with this content. But also don't forget to follow me on my LinkedIn profile, but turn on my LinkedIn notification bell so you are notified of any and all content that I produce. Now, another fun announcement, and I talked about this for the last number of weeks. Nancy's brand new book is out. It's called How to Build Your Personal Brand on Social Media. So she goes over, good to see you, Per. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. She goes over how to build your personal brand on social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So she's having discounted pricing all this week on the hardback, paperback, and Kindle version. So if you would like the link of where you can go purchase the book on Amazon, just drop an I do in the comments below, and I will send that over to you. So she has discounted pricing all this week. And, I'm just very excited for her because this is something that she's been working on for a really long time, and just really, really grateful that she was able to. And I'm going to show you what this looks like, just so you guys can see a little sneak peek into this. So again, if you're jumping on, hi, and where you are tuning in from, let me just show you what the book, I mean, they did a beautiful, beautiful job. So this is what the book looks like. And it's cool because she made this almost like a social media post. So it's How to Build Your Personal Brand on Social Media, a guide to building the brand of you for coaches, consultants, and creatives. So there is a hardcover. It's discounted. So I think the normal is $27.99 and the paperback is only $4.99. I think it's typically $14.99. So there's discounted pricing all this week, and there is going to be a Kindle version available. And again, this is what the cover looks like. This is the back. Those are just some of her clients that she's worked with, but it's a beautiful, beautiful book. I am so proud of her. I am just very, very grateful. So anyone that would like the link of where you can grab a copy of this, just drop an I do in the comments below. And obviously I will send you that link. So good morning, Carla. Good to see you jumping on. So again, what we're going to be talking about today are the 3 best pieces of content that you should be producing each week on LinkedIn. Now, just to kind of give you some formality as far as all the different types of content that you can produce. So you have video content that can be done live or pre-recorded. You can do LinkedIn live events. You can do LinkedIn audio events. And Martin, I will send you that link, not a problem. And Nancy, I will also send you that as well. And a Nancy to a Nancy. That's awesome. So for anyone that wants to get the link, I'll drop that in the comments. I'll just reply to your comment after we're done today, and you can hop on there and purchase a discounted copy. So there's also LinkedIn documents. There's LinkedIn templates. And Diana, I will absolutely send that to you as well. So there are so many different things. There's LinkedIn articles, there's LinkedIn newsletter editions, there's polls, there's posts, so many different things. So what I wanted to do is kind of chop down all of that and break down very, very clearly And very simply, what if you had to pick the 3 best pieces of content to produce each week on LinkedIn, what would they be? And that's what I'm going to cover with you today. So you don't have to drop your emails below. I'm actually going to give you the link after we're done. But I can personally email you the link as well. But I'm going to drop the link in the comments below. So again, if you're jumping on late, hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, please let me know what country you're coming in from. And I know Per is coming in from Sweden. So I know that Carla is watching from Georgia, which is in the States. Where are you watching from? What country, what state, what city? Would love to hear where everyone is watching this from. Now, in regards to content that you are all currently creating, uh, what is the most common piece of content that you're producing right now? So, do you do posts? Do you do videos? Do you do articles? Do you do poll questions? So, leave in the comments below. Leave in the comments below. We got UK. Awesome, Martin. Thank you. So leave in the comments below, what is the most common piece of content that you're currently producing right now on a regular or somewhat regular basis? Are you doing posts? Are you doing polls? Are you doing video content? What are you doing most often? Now, why I'm going over this today is, crazy enough, this is my final LinkedIn live training on a Monday of the year. Next Monday is January 2nd, which is crazy. So Sandra says podcast. So that's the most common piece of content. So basically, Sandra is saying that she does her podcast and she shares her podcast either in a little video link or a post about her podcast. So again, that is something as well. Posts and videos, Diana says. Awesome. Posts and newsletters, says Carla. Great. So the big thing is, I want to kind of cut through all the noise, and I want to give you guys a clear-cut strategy of the types of content that you should create and why. So the first piece of content that you should create each week, and Diana is already doing this, and I know a number of other people, is doing LinkedIn video. Now, whether you do LinkedIn Live, and Nancy says posts, whether you do LinkedIn Live, or a pre-recorded or what they call native video. Video is king right now on social media. So whether this is Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, which is typically all video, video is still the best way to engage your audience. It's the best way to build trust. It's the best way to build rapport. It's the best way to actually build your brand recognition. And Per says posting text and pictures. Now, with video content, obviously, I've been doing video content for, I would say, almost 10 years now, almost 11 years. So it's fairly comfortable and known for me to do this, because I've been doing it for so many years, thousands of videos. And Per says, love LinkedIn audio events for engagement in real time. Also love doing LinkedIn live streams. Yes, I do as well. So to this point, I want to kind of leave Martin's comment up here really quickly. So if someone was to say, well, what's the big difference between, doing LinkedIn live events and, pre-recorded? Well, to Martin's point, live engagement is great. I love seeing everybody that's on here right now, Per and Martin and Nancy and Diana and Carla and Holly, Sandra. I love seeing everybody that's on here right now, because this is how I can form connections with the people that are on here. When you do a pre-recorded video, yes, you can get viewership, you can get engagement, but unless people like and comment on that specific pre-recorded video post, you don't really know who's looking at it and who's watching. When you're doing a live video, much like we're doing right now, I know exactly who's watching. I know Martin's on here, Per, Nancy, Holly, Diana, Carla, Sandra. I know exactly who is on here. So again, this is what the biggest benefit of LinkedIn Live is. Now, if you aren't fully comfortable with doing LinkedIn Live video, start with pre-recorded. And the best thing to do is either you can do it through your phone or you can do it through a pre-recorded Zoom. You just record yourself. And I would say 2 to 4 minutes is a good standard amount of time to do a video that has thought-provoking content, education, and information. So when people say, well, Scott, what should I do in a video? Whatever your zone of genius is, whatever your industry or professional title is, obviously there are things that you know about. There's things that you can educate and inform people on. So leave in the comments below, what industry are you a part of? What is your job title? What profession are you a part of? Or I would say, what is something that you are highly skilled at when it comes to business? Are you highly skilled at sales? Are you highly skilled at recruiting? Are you highly skilled at content creation? Are you highly skilled at business consulting? So leave in the comments below, if someone was to ask you, what are you most skilled at when it comes to what you do for business? What is it? And Sandra says she is most highly skilled as a dietitian. Awesome. So, and I want you guys to type in some examples here, because I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do, because when you can define your specific skill set of what it is that you do, your zone of genius, profession, industry, and Per says health management. Awesome. So when you are able to clearly define, your specific target market, and Nancy says real estate. Awesome. There are so many things that you can do. Now, obviously, if you know exactly what it is that you do in Diana's health and wellness, these are great topics as far as a specific niche that you're in. So what you should do, and this is what Nancy and I, my wife, we always suggest to our clients, whether it's someone in our mastermind or someone that we're consulting with, is writing down, obviously, the industry that you're a part of. And then underneath that, just doing a little bit of a brain dump of different tips or topics around what it is that your zone of genius relates to. So as far as a dietitian, a topic could be how to choose a diet that becomes a lifelong healthy habit. So that could be a video. With health management, 3 keys to proper health management for corporations and companies. For real estate, what is the big difference? The 3 big differences between renting and purchasing a home. So that could be a good real estate topic. Diana put health and wellness. So that's a broad topic, but you can say the 3 keys to lifelong health and wellness, or the 3 benefits of drinking X amount of water per day for everyday functioning in work and in life, something along those lines. Sandra also wrote content creation, educate clients, audience. So content creation is something that Nancy and I teach. So it could be, 3 keys to creating consistent content on social media. So these are all very, very simple topics, because again, I think this is where things get kind of misconstrued. People feel that if the topic is too basic, then it's not value added. You have to understand, every single one of you, Sandra, Diana, Nancy, Per, Martin, you're all experts. You are an expert dietitian. You are an expert in health management. You're an expert real estate professional. You are an expert in health and wellness. So what you have to understand is that even though you may feel what you're talking about is very general or very basic, to someone that is not in your profession and not in your industry, it's a very high valued tip. So if that makes sense, just drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. Again, if you're coming on late, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live and what country, city, or state you're watching this from. Please tag some people, share this video, and please don't forget, if you're enjoying this content, please leave me a reaction, a like, a love, a support on whatever platform you're watching this on. And please don't forget to follow me on LinkedIn, but hit my LinkedIn notification bell. But also, my wife's first book has come out today, How to Build Your Personal Brand on Social Media. There's discounted pricing all this week. Just drop an I do in the comments below if you would like the link to register to purchase the book on Amazon. So Martin says yes. Carla says yes. Awesome. So again, your video, 2 to 4 minutes. It should be just a very simple, tangible, actionable, and easy to digest topic. So once a week, if you were doing just one video a week, that would absolutely change your engagement. It would increase your following, and it would also start to better position you as the expert in your space. Now, the second best type of content to consistently post on LinkedIn are LinkedIn poll questions. Now, I know for a 100% fact that there are two camps here. There are people that love LinkedIn polls, and there's people that cannot stand LinkedIn polls. And I totally understand why. There are a lot of people that use the LinkedIn polls as clickbait, meaning they aren't using LinkedIn polls for what they were actually created for. So LinkedIn created the poll option for business professionals to find out specific market research for their industry, for their niche, for their profession. So they created this feature to allow the professional or the industry expert to find out what people actually wanted to A, hear about, or B, what they're struggling with. Now, what have some people done? Now, to no fault of their own, there are people out there that all they care about is engagement and likes and comments. All they do is they do whatever they can to increase their vanity metrics. So they think that their professionalism and their influence is predicated on the amount of views their videos get, on the amount of likes and comments. Now, if you're building your business and your brand around the vanity metrics of social media, you're going to have a really tough time building your business. Business and credibility is built by the result and the tangible takeaways that ideal clients, customers, and consumers get by working directly with you. So if someone was to go to my LinkedIn profile, you would see nearly 500 written recommendations on my LinkedIn profile of people that I've worked with, corporations that I've worked with, and individuals that I worked with over the years. So you let your credibility do the talking. It's not about the vanity metric. So you see a lot of these people telling people to do LinkedIn polls that would get a lot of votes, right? Do you drink coffee? Yes or no? Are you a dog or cat person? Dog, cat, other. How does that help anyone in business? Now, if the person that was writing the coffee question owned a coffee shop or they were a roaster, then yeah, that would make complete sense. The person posting about dogs or cats, if they were running a adoption center for pets or a shelter for pets where obviously they can get adopted, that would make sense. They would start to be able to target those people that, may want another cat or may want another dog or a first cat or a first dog. But if that's just a general person that's just looking to get likes and comments, that is not what LinkedIn polls are for. They're for market research. So every single one of you, Nancy in real estate, Diana in health and wellness, Sandra in content creation and dietitian. Every single one of you is looking for more research. So for Sandra as a dietitian, a simple poll question could be, do you follow a specific diet plan? Yes, no, explain why in the comments below. For Nancy in real estate, a simple poll question can be, do you rent or buy? Or do you rent or do you own your home? And the first option could be rent. The second one could be own my home. 3 other comment below. So they could be, roommate situation. They may Airbnb, something along those lines. Diana with health and wellness. What area of your own health and wellness do you need to improve most? 1, exercise. 2, drink more water. 3, get more sleep. 4, other comment below. So all of those things. And Nicole said, it's just a psychological question. It gives perspective to a person's characteristics. So as far as the psychological question, again, if you are in a specific industry, and for the examples that I just gave, just drop a Y or a yes, or it's clear in the chat below if that makes sense. So again, you'll notice, you will be able to tell someone that is I would say a business consultant that is posting about cats and dogs, or when people take down or put up their Christmas tree around the holidays. Yes, that's a valid question, but it's better for the social platforms, which are Facebook and Instagram. Facebook and Instagram is better for those questions. So Nancy says yes. Sean says yes. Sean says yes. And Diana says yes. Okay, good. Just making sure. So people can ask people if they like coffee or if they like pets, but they should be related to that person's business. If they don't, that's better for Instagram and Facebook. LinkedIn is a business networking platform. So you have to understand there are better ways to, Nicole's point, there's better ways to understand the psychological aspect of things, right? So someone that also is in health and wellness could post about coffee. How many cups of coffee do you have a day? That's more directly related profession-wise, I would say, to the dietitian or health and wellness professional. Someone that's a psychologist, if they're posting about Christmas trees, pets, and coffee, that really doesn't help. So there are better things that a psychologist, a psychiatrist, a therapist could post about that is going to get them better market research. So what you're looking to do is using the poll questions to better understand what your target market is struggling with, what they need help with, and how you can serve them. So another example is this. I did a poll question the other day that basically said, has anyone heard about the new LinkedIn bulk notification feature? Right? So there was a new feature that was spotlighted about a week or so ago called the LinkedIn bulk notification, where basically you can click on one of your notifications in your notification section. So this could be someone that's having a birthday, a work anniversary, a promotion. You can click on it, the actual post itself, and then you'll see a gray bar that will say, do you want to see all of what's going on with your notifications? You click on it, and it shows you in this nice little view how many people are celebrating birthdays, work anniversaries, promotions, change of job. So all in one little section. Now you can, start using those notifications. So I did a poll the other day, basically asking people, have you heard about this? Yes, no. And the majority of the people had not heard about it. So now I did my market research. I realized that a great deal of people hadn't heard about this new LinkedIn feature. So guess what I did? I took that market research, and on Friday, I did a LinkedIn live training on 3 ways of how to take advantage of this new LinkedIn feature. Now, for those that still haven't seen it yet, I want to see if I can pull it up for you guys really quickly, because I'm not sure if anyone has not seen this. I'm going to refresh this. I just want to make sure. Just give me one quick second. Let me see. I'm just finding one really quickly. Okay, here, perfect. I'll show you. All right, so let me just show you really quickly what this looks like. Let me get my screen up here for all of you. So again, this is a great example of market research. So I'm in the notification section right now. So you'll see right here, congratulate Guy Pearce on starting a new position, right? So I'm going to click on this, and then it's going to show you it'll say view more job changes and other milestones in your network with a little arrow here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this, and now it's going to give me 3 different tabs: job changes, birthdays, work anniversaries. Now you can find this on the mobile app or the desktop. So I'm going to scroll down, and it's all the, and I literally can just click message, message, message. I can click view post. There's birthdays, work anniversaries, everything is right there. So again, all of these things are found in this new LinkedIn feature. So what I did was I used my poll question to basically see how many people knew about this new feature. And you have to connect with them one at a time. Well, you could just go straight down the list, Carlos. You could just click on message, and then it sends the automated message as it always does before. But this basically huddles them in one area. So if that all makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. So use the poll question once a week to do your own market research that relates directly to your target market with something that you know they would be struggling with or having trouble with, that you can then create extra content around to serve them. Now, the third and final. So again, for those that are jumping on late, the 3 best pieces of content: number 1, LinkedIn video, whether it's live or pre-recorded; poll questions, again, for market research to find out what your network is struggling with; and finally, number 3 is LinkedIn newsletter editions. And Sean says yes. So first of all, if you don't have creator mode turned on, you can't access the LinkedIn newsletters. So my first recommendation before we even dive into newsletters is turn creator mode on, because creator mode allows you to access LinkedIn Live, LinkedIn newsletter, the follow feature, and LinkedIn audio events. It's unbelievable. People can still connect with you. You know, you can still all the same functionality, but it is such a huge benefit to having your LinkedIn creator mode turned on. Now, once you turn LinkedIn creator mode on, again, what you're going to want to do, so just to give you an example, that poll question that you did on, say, Wednesday, that asked your target market something that they're struggling with, you can then turn that around and create a newsletter edition around it. So, and here's the thing, newsletters are amazing, because what LinkedIn does, LinkedIn, when you create a LinkedIn newsletter, they send a free notification or a request for people to subscribe to your newsletter to every single connection that you have. Plus, as your new connections accept your connection requests, they also get a request from LinkedIn to subscribe to your newsletter automatically. Now, for all the people that do subscribe to your newsletter, every time you produce a new newsletter edition, LinkedIn emails them the newsletter itself, where they can read it via their email, or they can join the conversation on LinkedIn. They can comment, they can reshare it, they can like it, whatever they want. So not only does LinkedIn want you to get new subscribers, they also want people to read your newsletter, so they email them directly. So if that's clear, just drop the word clear in the comments below. And this is where you can write a long form piece of content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen again just to kind of show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. So on my LinkedIn profile, I actually have where people can subscribe right to my newsletter. So you can see right here that I have almost 6,500 subscribers to my newsletter. It's called LinkedIn Tips and Updates. I do it weekly, right? So every week. So this is my newsletter. It's called LinkedIn Tips and Updates. This is a newsletter dedicated to teaching you and educating you on LinkedIn tips, LinkedIn updates, and LinkedIn advice. So here's the cool thing. So this was one of the ones that I recently did. This was 3 spammy sales tactics to be aware of on LinkedIn. So when you click on this, this basically takes you into the entire article. Now, I've written 540 total articles, but this was prior to the LinkedIn newsletter feature being available. So I've written close to 60 newsletter editions and then obviously 480 regular articles. So again, this is just my basic thing, right? And then you can see a lot of people have been commenting, right? And there's also great insights from this as well. Now, the other cool thing is when you click on my 6,476, this shows me every single subscriber. So now this allows you to connect more deeply with the people that are subscribing to your newsletter. And to write one, all you have to do is click write an article, click next, and you'll see, I can actually switch. So if I just want to write an individual article, I can do that. If you have creator mode turned on, it'll say right here, or right here, create a newsletter. And basically you just create your newsletter. What I recommend is publishing it weekly. So on a weekly basis, I like publishing my newsletters on Fridays. And again, I'm just going to just show you, I'm going to edit this. So right here, when you create your newsletter, this is what it looks like. So you'll have your title, your description, and then how often you want to publish. So they give you the option of daily, weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Weekly is where you want to stay. And then you can upload an image that basically lets people know, who you are, right? So always do kind of a portrait of yourself, so you can start to brand you, and just do it on a weekly basis. So again, it's just a great thing. So, it shows you the impressions, analytics, how many people are reading it. So again, it's just a wonderful, wonderful way to make sure that you're educating people the right way. So again, you want to make sure that you're doing one video per week, one poll question a week, and one newsletter article per week to really start impacting your network in a more meaningful way. So again, leave in the comments below, what was your biggest takeaway from today's training? I would love to hear from you. Again, if you would like to grab a copy of Nancy's book at discounted pricing all this week, just drop an I do in the comments below. Don't forget to follow me. Don't forget to turn my LinkedIn notification bell on, subscribe to my newsletter. But again, don't forget to react to this. Like, love, support, whatever you would like to do, just to let me know that you resonated with this. I hope you found this helpful. I will be doing one more LinkedIn Live of 2022, which will be on Thursday, but this is the last Monday training until 2023. So again, for all those that celebrated, I hope you had a wonderful and a Merry Christmas. And I will see everybody Thursday for the final LinkedIn Live of 2022. So everyone, have a great rest of your day. Love and gratitude to each and every one of you. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.